head to Washington, D.C., where the government shutdown has now reached day 40. It comes after a rare working session in the Senate Saturday that resulted in little to no progress. Both sides standing firm in their political differences. But Senate Majority Leader John Thune says the Senate will remain in session until a deal is made. Senators reconvening in a few hours in hopes of making that happen. Meantime, President Trump proposing a compromise on health insurance payments that could end all of this, and quickly. With us now is The Hill's Zach Schoenfeld, live in D.C. Always great to see you, Zach. Good morning. What changes does the president want to see when it comes to health care subsidies? Again, the biggest sticking point for both Republicans and Democrats.
Hey, good morning, Hena. The president this weekend has been proposing that Senate Republicans pass a package that would send money, quote, directly to the people. Those are words from a Truth Social post from the president this weekend, and where he's really been taking aim at insurance companies, placing the blame on them for these rising health care costs. You see it there in the post just last night, him actually calling these companies, quote, fat cat insurance companies. Now, we don't have a lot of details as to what more the president means beyond that post, but of course this comes after Senate Democrats introduced a proposal of their own where they said that they would exchange their votes to fund the government if Senate Republicans would agree to a one-year extension of those enhanced Obamacare subsidies that have been at the center of this shutdown. Now, Republicans have said that that is a non-starter, but the president, meanwhile, has been seeing that announcement from Senator Chuck Schumer, and he believes that now the Democrats are making movement. In fact, of course, the president here has been increasingly calling on Republicans to abolish the filibuster, that 60-vote threshold required for most legislation, and bring it down to a simple majority of 50 votes. And he said that he sees this movement from Democrats as a sign that they are worried that he's actually going to be successful here in abolishing the filibuster. Now, of course, most Republicans on Capitol Hill, they've said they are opposed to that, but still there, you see the post there from the president. Hena?
And Zach, Republicans also meeting today before the Senate session. Again, it's Sunday. What are they hoping to achieve?
Yeah, well, now we are seeing Senate Republicans start to introduce additional trial balloons. Now, before I get to what those trial balloons are, let's start by talking about what they are not proposing, and that is agreeing to those extension of those enhanced Obamacare subsidies. Senate Majority Leader John Thune made that very clear on the Senate floor yesterday. Take a listen.
Republicans are not about to further burden taxpayers by blindly extending a flawed program. The Democrats' proposal is just more of the same, masking rising premiums and padding insurance companies' profits with more taxpayer dollars. The Democrat leader's proposal is a non-starter.
So it's a non-starter, but as now Republicans return to Capitol Hill today, we're expecting them to reconvene around midday early this afternoon for lunch, and then the floor will open back up. We know that Senate Republicans, some of them, especially members of the Appropriations Committee, have been talking about a proposal that would couple a short-term deal with funding partially the government for the full year. You see the aspects of the government it would fund there on your screen: military construction, the Department of Agriculture, and then the legislative branch. Now, at this point, Hena, we have not seen the text of this package, but as we head into that Senate GOP lunch later today, that's what we'll be watching for, to see if a text emerges and potentially whether the next step would be a vote.
Yeah, a few more details on that minibus. Zach Schoenfeld live in D.C. for us. Zach, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.